We are living in mental debt. What is mental debt? Well, think of real debt. Think of money and what situations create financial debt. So, for instance, you want to buy something and you don't have the money for it. Any situation that you use that is not literally working to create money, value, so that you can directly purchase whatever that item is a debt system. So if you finance that product, if you borrow money, all those are coming from a perspective of lack, a mentality of lack, a mentality that I can't do it, it cannot be done unless I involve someone. Now, there is a reality in that. There are certain situations in life, in order for us to attain them, we must involve other people. If we try and do it by ourselves, we will take on a debt mentality. In terms of dealing with the obstacles, setting goals, just everything, the whole perspective of how we will go about attaining whatever we think we're trying to do will be in a perspective of lack. So the debt mentality is a very new concept if you understand what I'm really trying to say, because before you engage a situation, especially if it's a brand new initiative or whatever it is you're trying to do, if you don't have a true understanding of the scope of what you're really jumping into, you are going to put your mind in debt. Now let's get back to the definition. Is debt mentality, what it really means, why I'm using it this way, and what you could do to get out of it. So, well, because we all, I guess, are using money every day, I'm going to stick to the money analogy, but it's not like money. So, for instance, everything you do every day gets locked into your brain, and everything we do in a 24-hour period gets locked in the psyche. And you go to sleep, and you're basically supposed to handle your thoughts as you sleep in forms of what we call dreams. And you don't even remember your dreams because we have multiple dreams throughout the night. And it's normally the last 3 or 4 dreams when you're breaking out of deep sleep and your REM cycle, blah, 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 all that stuff, and you're getting back into just, I'm about to wake up. Those are the dreams people normally remember. Now, for that reason, or because of that perspective, you have to handle the obstacles, and you don't even know what your brain's doing, but I'm just saying you have to handle all the obstacles of what you dealt with on the previous day. So now when you wake up refreshed, you're literally reborn every single day with the knowledge of your entire past. So from that perspective, you are supposed to engage today in a very wise position. The issue is your system knows that already. The system actually moves at an exponential rate. So by the time you wake up, whatever situation you were dealing with yesterday has actually exacerbated itself. In whatever way, I can get into the analytics, the details of how an exact situation becomes worse every day. And that's why you can't really ever just rest on your laurels as a person in Western society, right? So what that does to the mind, what that scenario does to the mind, to know that every day I am going to be stressed because I will never find like a cool runnings, just like a chill vibe, cool runnings where I could just move. There's always going to be something coming my way that I'm going to have to think about, a cool running. Now, understand thought energy has an actual, like there's an actual thing, cool running. Like brain food, like that's an actual thing. Thought energy, these are actual calculated things. And you can only do so much thinking in a 24-hour cycle before you're going to ask for rest, or before you're going to start to depend on inorganic things to maintain that product, that brain food, that whatever it is that's going to keep you thinking, working smart, working hard, whatever it is, calculating equations for school, writing up an essay, whatever it is that you have to think and use thought energy, because you're creating something that has not been in existence to your mind. You understand what I'm saying? From your perspective, not saying that someone else hasn't thought about it, but in your reality, you never seen it, you never heard it, so you have to think about it. So situations, car accidents, fights, all these things require thought energy after the fact. And if you don't understand, now when you're going and engaging social media, the amount of things you are putting on yourself, aside from your regular world outside the matrix, you are overloading your brain with thoughts that it needs to handle as you sleep. You are waking up tired. You don't even realize it. You drink some coffee, you do all these things so you can give yourself the pep to go deal with work. We are mentally in debt. even before we are financially in debt. We're not using our thought energy to do what we really should be doing. A cool run-in. Like for instance, with finances, if you have a bunch of money and you could open a restaurant, open a store, but you have $1 million of debt, you're going to be thinking about handling the $1 million debt versus the venture of opening a new store. Well, maybe some people will still deal with the venture, but even that venture, your mentality of going about it is going to be very like, oh, but I have $1 million. It's like a do or die. Every decision. Should we get cutlery that's plastic? Oh, I don't know. We'll have $1 million debt. You understand? So, erasing debt. We'll have $1 million debt. In just the sense of financially is so important to your mind. But imagine the subconscious mind, the mind you don't even understand, the mind that is doing so many calculations for you. It is breathing for you. It is keeping your heart alive. You could choose to breathe. You can't even choose to stop your heart. There's certain aspects of your subconscious that do so much things for you. You're just a robot, bro. You're just experiencing the roller coaster, fam. You're not even the engineer. And you're putting yourself in debt like you run the show. We're not that privileged. We should not be doing that to ourselves. And that's a deeper conversation to be had. But I just wanted to give you guys that gem today. Financial debt ain't even nothing, bro. I have $1 million debt. That's hard to live. Being in mental debt, debt of the mind, that's destruction.